Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm probably more of a Bedrock player than a Java player. I'm not gonna lie. I make the videos mostly in Java, but I secretly play Bedrock a lot more. So the video that failed that made me start BlockFacts is no longer a failure, which means BlockFacts doesn't exist at all. The whole MCC live stream that was done with no headphones on, and there was no problem. Like, I listened to my audio, my mic audio. There's nothing, or pretty much nothing coming through. We were at the YouTube petrol station, filling up on bitrate. It was very strange.
Alright lads, welcome back to InsideMC, the podcast where I sit down with an amazing guest every single week. And for you listeners, because there's not really any difference in the uploads other than the fact that the Crafty Masterman has been delayed, you won't know any different. But it's been such a long week. This podcast, I had to push it back all the way to Friday. I record on Monday, so I haven't recorded a podcast in over a week and a half. So I feel so out of practice, but it's fine, because I'm joined with an amazing guest today, so I can't speak. I'm joined with BlockFacts.
Hi, it's me. I'm BlockFacts.
Oh my god, hello BlockFacts, how are you today?
I'm brilliant. I'm absolutely brilliant. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. It's been a long week, but it's nice to be sitting down and chatting with you. I've been I can't speak. I've been very much looking forward to this, so I'm glad it's finally happening.
I'm excited to be on InsideMC. I'm excited to be on here.
We might as well start the podcast with a bit of an ego boost, right? You mentioned before the podcast that you're a big fan.
I've watched a few. I mean, I was in the MCC Rising 3 interview. That was great.
True, yeah.
Before and after. But I've watched the one with Avondale, the one with Noxite. Those are brilliant interviews. It's a great show.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I actually have a funny story for you before. Actually, no. Let's do the normal intro. Then I'll say my story and then we can get on with the questions and that kind of stuff. All right. So before we get into more stuff, I always like to give this introduction for you to let us know who you are. So who are you? What do you do? And if you have a fun fact, either about yourself, a fun fact in general, your choice completely.
Oh, I'm great with facts. I'm BlockFacts. I make facts videos on YouTube. I do like 150 Minecraft glitches Mojang won't fix, stuff like that. It's brilliant. I've got a load of subscribers and I've got an MCC coin because I won MCC Rising 3. Very proud of that. That's probably my fact. I am an MCC 100% win rate player.
Did you have the same issue with your MCC coin that Mr. Wadebox had by any chance, if you know the story?
What issue did he have?
So I don't know if this will reveal anything, so feel free not to answer just in case. Did your MCC coin come with Royal Mail?
I think it might have. I didn't pay much attention, but I didn't have any. It came. It took a while for them to send it, but like they sent me the tracking number next day. It was there. I was surprised.
Well, Wadebox, if you're listening to this and I'm wrong, then please correct me. Or if anyone knows the story from the Wadebox podcast, please correct me. As far as I'm aware, Wadebox's coin came with Royal Mail. When they delivered it, he wasn't home, so they left it I think they left it just in the door, but they didn't push it in fully, and they took a picture or anything, right? Wadebox gets home, checks everywhere, coin isn't there, knocks on a few neighbors' doors, coin doesn't exist. So Noxcrew or MCC or Smajor or whoever sends the coin, I've actually never really known the answer to that. I think it's just Noxcrew. Whoever sent the coin, Wadebox got in contact with them, did a lot of talking, and then they resent it with Royal Mail but signed like delivery, so he had to sign for it before getting the coin, because someone out there has a stolen MCC coin, and we'll never know unless they end up selling it somewhere if it actually is who has it. So
well, I mean, I did have a similar thing happen.
Do tell.
My mum saw a package and thought, oh, that's for me, and opened it. There's a little brown box inside. Opened the brown box. It says MCC. Oh no, that's not for me. And then put it back in the package and let me unbox it. So mine was pre-opened. Mine was used.
Yeah, but she didn't steal it. Like, she didn't just steal it from you.
She gave it back.
Yeah, exactly. She was at least generous enough to like repackage it so you could experience the whole opening thing. You know? Did she sellotape it as well, or did she just like close the box?
It didn't actually have any tape on it. It was just there was no seal broken other than the bag, the shipping bag.
That's what I meant. Sorry, like, did she retape that? I guess not. Then.
No. But it wasn't a big. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
But imagine it's Christmas, right? And like you go under the tree, and then half the Christmas presents are half opened. Like, it takes away from the fun. You want to experience the whole thing. Yeah,
it's true. But the opening the little brown box. Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. They came with some Nox Crew stickers as well. Oh,
It's
on display. It's on display.
So this isn't a promotion, but I asked them. I have to state that this is a hashtag ad just to cover myself. I'm not advertising anything on the podcast. Don't worry, I would have cleared that with you beforehand if like I was earning money. I got sent a book from Minecraft, and it came today.
Wow.
It's the brand new the HarperCollins one, the World of Minecraft.
Right, have you got the limited edition version? Or
I have number 19 out of 1,000.
The £200 limited edition version. They gave that to you for free.
Yeah, I got sent it, but I have to say hashtag ad because like although like I'm not really promoting it, it's like it just to clear some laws so I don't get in trouble. But like go on. Sorry, it
was received for free. You gotta.
Yeah, so I gotta have to say that. It's so because like it came with DHL, right? And so all day like because I won't say who it was, but a friend of mine in the community got theirs yesterday. I don't know if they said anything about it, so I'll keep it quiet. So I won't say who. But they got theirs yesterday. So all day I was like, my mum was at home, so I was messaging. They didn't even bother trying to deliver it to my house. They just took it to the DHL pickup point. Like I was like, okay, cool. So I have to go out and get that now because they just didn't want to bring it to the door. So, but yeah, I was so shocked. I was like, oh my god, this is so sick.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I almost bought it. But then I thought, is it 250 or just 200? It's a lot of money.
It's 200. It's £200. Yeah, it even says on the back of the book as well. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, for a book. I mean, it's got some art prints. There's only 1,000 copies. Somehow they haven't sold out. I mean, it's not really that surprising.
I mean, I'm not opening it. I'm keeping it sealed. Like I'm not going to open the book.
It's sealed.
Yeah,
You're going to buy the cheap version, the £30 version.
No, I'm not buying it at all. Like I'm just going to keep it sealed. I'm not touching it. In like 10, 15 years time, we'll see if it was worth keeping it sealed. Slap on eBay for 10 grand. Edition number 19. It's like, do you want like the Harry Potter books? Like if you have like the first edition ones, they go for like 10, 15 grand.
You're right. That's a lot of money.
So, but yeah, sorry, I had no means of flex. It's just so nice when you get something like that. I've never been sent anything before. The desk I got sent as a sponsorship. Like I've never been sent anything like this. So like it was my way of relating to your MCC coin. Like it's so cool getting that in the post. It's like, oh my god, like I earned this in a sense. So
I wish people would send things to me, but I also like when people offer to send things to me, like not going to promote it anywhere, so I can't really take it because I'm not going to tweet about it, and I don't make videos like that, so I can't really accept.
I mean, they just asked me because it was through InsideMC. They just was like, do you want one? I was like, sure, I'm down.
Wow, I've got to reach out. I've got to reach out to HarperCollins.
Anyways, so the story that I was going to tell you, that wasn't the story, funny enough. We will get into asking questions about you soon, don't worry. There's timestamps if you guys are annoyed. Well, if the listeners are annoyed at me yapping away about myself, they can always skip to the points where we talk about you, but you know. So, it's a vivid memory, so it's not perfect, but back in like 2020, 2021, I used to make Bedrock content. I used to be a Bedrock streamer, I used to be a Bedrock content creator. And I vividly remember, and I won't say the name, I was playing with a content creator, and I think we were doing a video. The video is no longer public, it's actually deleted completely off my PC or completely off YouTube, because I went through a phase of getting rid of stuff, some stuff unlisted, the rest just completely wiped. And we were chatting, and I was talking about shorts content at the time, talking about like getting into it and stuff. And then they turned around and they mentioned your name. They mentioned Blockfacts. So back in 2021, I just turned around and I think I can't remember how many subs you had at the time, but you were starting to blow up, right? Because you were making this amazing content, shorts content, facts about Minecraft, and people were loving it. So like I remember playing Cubecraft, and I was like, oh, that sounds like a cool like name. And I maybe it was like a mini interview. I think I was just collaborating with like quote unquote smaller creators, and I did it as like not really an interview, but just playing Minecraft with them. Their suggestion was like get Blockfacts on the whole thing, and your name has always stuck with me. But up until like last year when I got into the Java scene, I'd never watched any of your videos. So like they mentioned your name, I knew who you were, I knew what you did, I knew you were blowing up, and I knew you was making good content, but I was never really too into like Minecraft Java content. It's a lot of a decent amount of creators who've come on this podcast. I never really started watching them until like a year ago. Like it's just funny that your name was mentioned to me back in 2021, and then like on this like quote unquote part interview series, and now you're actually on the podcast that I own today. It's weird how things go full circle.
It really is. It's surprising that you remember that.
I don't know why. It's just such a like we was in a game of Cubecraft Egg Wars. We were on the C map, which is like massive. It's for duos, and I was bridging, and they were just like, "Do you know who Blockfacts is?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "Oh, they're making this like really cool shorts content about facts." And I wish I had the video because it was on the video, and it would have been so cool to like reference, but the video's gone sadly. So yeah.
Well, actually, I'm probably more of a Bedrock player than a Java player. I'm not gonna lie. I make the videos mostly in Java, but I secretly play Bedrock a lot more.
What do you play on Bedrock? Bedrock?
I have a realm. I have a 7-year realm.
No
No
way.
cheats, all survival. Play it with my friends, and it's brilliant.
That's really sweet, actually.
We started in 2017 when the Better Together update came out, when crossplay started being available, and we're still going.
What version do you prefer more though? I know you play Bedrock more, but that doesn't always mean you prefer it. You more just play the realm. Which one?
I prefer Java a lot. I prefer Java so much. The only reason I play Bedrock is because it's where my world is, and I can't really change it.
Part nostalgia as well. I saw it.
Yeah,
Bedrock always has a place in my heart just based on nostalgia, but I don't really enjoy playing it at all anymore.
There's something about the way it feels. It's slightly off. Something I discovered is that the hotbar is not pixel aligned with the rest, with the hearts and the XP bar.
Slightly to the right.
No, it's actually vertically half a pixel off. At least on my UI scale that I use, it's slightly off, and it's like a one line fix in a resource pack. But there's things like that sort of get on my nerves about Bedrock.
Hold on, let me see if I have if this video is still public. So I have a little fun fact. I can't find it. So I have a fun fact about command blocks.
Oh, right.
So I used to be a command block content creator, and then one day I decided to build the command block. Did you know that the build of the texture on the front of the command block isn't evenly lined? I think the pixels are one to the left or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're not actually lined up perfectly. At least the ones on Bedrock Edition.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to do an odd number of pixels on a 16 by 16 texture.
What I mean is do you know how they have the little there's kind of pointy at the top? I think on Bedrock Edition or something it's 2 points at the top instead of fully pointy, or it is fully pointy, but that means it's not centered because of that, because it's 16 by 16. And that's other ones. I'm telling the block facts guy about facts. This is funny.
You're telling the block facts guy the facts. I can't believe it.
Is it? I think I learned this from Nucree. It's the pristine block or something slowly changes color or something.
Oh, the Prismarine. Yes.
Prismarine. Why do I call it pristine? Prismarine. Sorry, yeah. I don't really know Minecraft too much. Yeah, slowly changes color.
Yeah. If you build something out of Prismarine, 5 minutes later, it's a slightly different color.
But yeah. So anyway, speaking of block facts, how did you get the name?
I was going to call it Minecraft Explained. That's an exclusive though. I don't know if I've ever told anyone that.
Oh.
It was going to be called Minecraft Explained, but that was that's so many syllables. I thought block facts is so much quicker.
Why? What was the deal with Minecraft Explained?
Well, the idea was I was going to explain every block. I was going to do a short about every block, and it was going to be really boring initially. I was going to just read basically just the wiki where it's you can use you can craft cobblestone into stairs, that sort of thing, and it was going to be Minecraft Explained. And then that's just too much of a name, too big of a name.
Yeah, well, we was originally inside Minecraft before the stuff,
you don't. Yeah, it's MC Championship for a reason as well. Yeah, you can't really be putting Minecraft in your name.
Do you think you'll ever get copyrighted by Block Wars?
Block Wars came after, right?
Yeah, but if they claim the name, I mean, you can have a bit of trouble there. I don't think they will. I don't think they'd go that far, if I'm honest.
I hope not.
And then you decided to change the block facts. Was there multiple drafts after Minecraft Explained, or did it literally go from Minecraft Explained straight to block facts?
I think it went straight to block facts. I think it did.
And then...
I'm having a look through the archives right now. I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, no, there was another one. Another one. I don't know if this is an exclusive. I don't think I was gonna call it. Block Bro.
Oh no, yeah, I'm glad you did block facts.
Yeah, I was gonna do the block facts channel, and then I was gonna pivot to a different channel where I do less fact sort of thing, more personality based stuff. Call it Block Bro. I think Block Boy was taken, so Block Bro was the one I was going with. Glad I didn't, because I don't really have much of a personality.
I think this is a great podcast so far. I'm not told you. So that means you got an amazing personality.
Thank you so much. You too.
I do have a question though, and this is going to change if I stick with that. Actually, no, it won't change it because I don't actually have an opinion on this. How was boy going to be spelled?
B-O-Y.
Actually, yeah, I think that's better. I think Block Boy with an I was... I don't actually know. I don't have an opinion. I was going to say effective, but I genuinely don't have an opinion on it, actually. It's just, yeah, I'm glad you went with Block Facts, basically.
Block Facts, I stuck with it. Because I was going to get to 1,000 subscribers, then switch to a different channel, funnel my viewers, a community post into a different channel. And then I thought, I could keep doing it until 10,000. Then I was like, oh, maybe 100,000, and then I was like, oh, it won't take that long to get to 1,000,000 as well. And by that point, I couldn't really do much.
This is a question I don't normally ask on a podcast. I think this is like maybe I do ask it. If I have asked this before, you're like the 5th or 6th person for me to ask.
All right.
What was the inspiration behind the concept? Like, I've asked people what was the inspiration behind like starting a tournament or doing this or doing that, but like what was the inspiration behind the whole channel being based around facts?
Right. Well, it's a lot easier to do than coming up with like challenges, because I'm not that good at the game. But a big massive inspiration was back in the day, like 10 years ago, on the Minecraft wiki, there used to be these videos, you'd go to the page for like piston, and there'd be a video explaining the piston, and that was like I was like, oh, I love those videos. I could do something like that, but short form, and put my own spin on it, completely make it unique, and yeah, it worked out.
Follow up from that, then. How did you get so many facts? I mean, I don't want to question your, like, you know, your, what's the word for it, like, work ethic, but I can't imagine you got every single fact yourself, or found every single fact yourself. Like, surely they came from people.
There is this website. Not many people know about. It's called the Minecraft Wiki. Now, I don't just rip things straight from the wiki. Obviously,
You reword it a little bit.
I reword it. Yeah, copy the homework. Just change it a bit. No, I do. I verify things on the official change logs and the official like blog posts and stuff like that. It's a good source. It's a good source of information.
But like, did absolutely everything come from the wiki? Like, have you never gotten any information or learned anything from just people talking to you or telling you?
Generally, when people suggest facts, I have to like cross-verify them with the wiki. I don't like get everything straight from the wiki. There's obviously like the original like item frames were suggested in a Reddit post, so like that's something. And also, sometimes I just remember things that I heard like 10 years ago in like a video, and I'm like, that's a good fact. And like, there's quite a lot. Not everything's taken from the wiki, obviously. And the Minecraft bug tracker as well is brilliant, because that's got loads of information.
Did you know that the reason that stairs in castles are built that way is because it was a lot easier to defend going down with the shield in your left hand, and then it made it a lot harder to attack going up with the shield in your right, because you had less protection.
Did you say that when we were doing the MCC Rising 3?
I either said it then, I definitely said it on the Avondale podcast.
Oh yes, I think you said it to him.
Yeah. No,
I remember you saying that.
I'm just going to throw facts that I randomly remember at you, because this is my one opportunity where I can get away with it, because I'm talking to the facts guy.
Yeah, you got it. These facts don't go on trees. I've got to get them from somewhere.
Do you have like official contact any of like Minecraft devs or like anyone who works for Minecraft that help you verify stuff sometimes, or like give you any like insider stuff, or no?
I have absolutely no contact with Mojang. It's I'm always like, oh, I wish. I see people and they're like they've got contacts at Mojang. I'm like, oh my god, how do I get this? I really want to.
It kind of surprised me that they haven't, considering like your entire like brand has been about promoting their game with cool stuff that people didn't know. Like I thought at least you'd get a message.
It'd be so useful. Like I remember with the trial chambers, a lot of people knew about that in advance. I did not. But the problem with that is that the content creators who were told, they tend to like to share information. So it wasn't really kept that secret. So I don't think they do that anymore. I think they might have learned their lesson.
But just like little things, like I mean, have you never like technically with your facts though, you know, if you ever got any sent anything from Minecraft, for instance, like talking about this book that I have, right? Like if that got sent to you or you had it, you could technically you could integrate it into videos about facts about Minecraft. It would be a good resource.
It would be a good resource. But they'd need to pay me if they want me to promote a book. That's a sponsor.
Really? Not even if you got sent it for free, a £200 limited edition with signed photos and everything?
It would be a hard offer to pass.
I just love being sent stuff, man. I don't really care too much. Like my desk, it's like a standing desk. I got sent it. It's worth like £400, and I got 1.2k views on the video. Like I felt really, really bad. But then they also reached out about sending me like a bed like a year and a half later after I stopped uploading on Insane Orbits. I was just like, and then I replied, and then I never got a response, sadly.
That is
I guess it's just different. I mean, because you're like, I'm not saying this is like the real fact, but like I think it's just different scenarios, because I'm a bit small or anything. Just the idea of getting sent anything, I'm just like, oh. Yeah, whereas you're a bit more clued up on everything is what I'm trying to get out of there.
Yeah, I don't really get sent anything because I'm not gonna show it. I've got the MCC coin though. Proud of that. Absolutely so proud of that.
Did you ever tweet about that? I don't think you did you?
I didn't. I retweeted the
further proving your point.
Further proving my point. If you send me something something I won't talk about it. I'm just like I'm blacklisting myself from all these brands right now. But I've never done a sponsorship, mainly because like I prefer to have my videos be evergreen and like not. I don't like the greedy hand of capitalism touch my artistic integrity.
That's so inspirational. I'm talking
And
to
also
a true poet here.
I'm terrible with a deadline. That's probably the main reason.
I guess then to move back from the whole like sponsorship talk of integrating stuff into videos, we talked about like the inspiration for this kind of content, but we're gonna go really, really far back. We're gonna jump away from Minecraft before we jump back into Minecraft. You used to own a channel, the cut content of.
I did. You've done your research.
Big up Roman. Roman's a big help. I found out a decent amount about you. Roman was the one who found this, and then I just looked into it more and more. You did like some really good content on it, from the Crash Bandicoot video being your first ever one 7 years ago, and then you did however stop 4 years ago. You haven't uploaded on it since, when around about the time you started Block Facts, actually.
Yes, that video, my last video on TCCO, I did a Pikmin video about the cut content of the first Pikmin game. I posted it and it did terribly. It had about like 7,000 views after like a week. Like a lot of people. Okay, that for InsideMC that's a lot, but
for where you were at the time, yeah.
At the time, like the channel was doing all right. It was getting. I was able to get like 100,000 views on average, which I was really proud of. But then this one, it didn't even get 10,000 views. I was like, I need to start something fresh. It did so poorly that I just wanted to start something fresh. And I saw McYum blowing up doing Minecraft videos. And I was like, Minecraft is where it's at. And I know a lot about Minecraft. I've been a player for a very long time. So yeah, that's where it started. And then a few years later, I went back to TCCO when Pikmin 4 came out. And I did a short on the channel, and that caused, and then I changed the thumbnail on the Pikmin video, and now it's got 265,000 views, making it my second most popular video on that channel. So the video that failed, that made me start Block Facts, is no longer a failure, which means Block Facts doesn't exist at all.
So if that video had done well, Block Facts would have never been made. Like if it started
probably, I probably would have carried on and tried to get to 100,000 subscribers on that one. My dream was the silver play button. I wanted it so badly.
Yeah, I want one as well. On InsideMC, I mean, Inside Norbits, I kind of given up with. I was like 1/3 away there, and I just like, yeah, I don't want this anymore. When did you say you started your Minecraft Bedrock realm again?
That was late 2017, around the time I started TCCO as well.
That was give or take 7 years ago.
Yeah, just over 7 years ago now.
Crazy foreshadowing, because 7 years ago you uploaded the cut content of Minecraft.
I did. That was
227k views.
Pardon?
227k views.
It didn't have that many when I posted it.
But it has it now.
That was,
I wonder if there's any comments on it about Block Facts. Let me see.
I pinned myself.
Oh yeah, is this Block Facts guy 3 years ago? 4 months ago, there's a comment on it. 1 year ago. Oh god, it's playing. Oh no. I
looked at it the other day. It said I saw some comments like, "Where did you go?" Sometimes I get a few comments like that, but
you got a lovely comment from a dude. You talking about Minecraft? I like your cut, G. 2 years ago, very trendy for the time.
That's very classic meme.
What was I guess what was the inspiration for that channel then? Was it like the same idea for Block Facts? You just wanted to make interesting factual videos on the games you loved and followed, or?
Yeah, I really liked. I love looking at like behind the scenes stuff. That's why I really like I like making videos, because I like looking at the process. I like the process of it. So looking at like the process of making games as well. Peeling back the curtain behind some of these games. And yeah, there were a few channels that sort of I wasn't the first to do content videos, but I saw those and I was like, oh, I could do this but better. And yeah, I started that, and I was it wasn't my first channel. It definitely wasn't my first channel, and you can probably tell from the quality of the videos. The stuff I did before that was not as good.
I mean, yeah, you have your first ever channel was actually Having Fun Times, right?
Well, there was one before that, but it's a semi-secret. Having Fun Times was like that was like 2 years into my YouTube journey. I decided I'm gonna make my own channel, because it was previously a channel I did with someone else. But then I was like, I'm gonna do my own thing. I was really inspired by Stampy. I basically copied Stampy.
Yeah,
I think everyone back then was watching Stampy. It was brilliant. I used to love Stampy.
The texture pack, the elephant skin, not elephant skin. Sorry, the Little Big Planet skin, but it looks like an elephant, like the hand.
Yes. Well, yeah. In my profile picture, I've still got the elephant. My Discord profile picture is still. I haven't changed it. I've never changed my. I might have I haven't changed my Discord profile picture since like a month after I made it.
The blog facts isn't a sellout. Doesn't
Yeah,
take sponsorships, doesn't change profile pictures. If you need someone loyal, you got blog facts.
It makes me sad when I find out when the Block Facts channel overtook the Having Fun Times and the TCCO channel. It makes me sad. And like when I see people, obviously I'm very, very happy and very, very grateful that it is doing well. But it's bittersweet that it's overtaken these channels that I poured so many hours and hours into over the years. And then sometimes I see it overtaking like YouTubers that I watch, and I feel terrible for them. But yeah, it's been a journey, a 10-year, 12-year journey.
I mean, I'm part and part in the same boat though. Like, for instance, with InsideMC, it doesn't have more subscribers. Like Inside Orbits has like 30k plus. It's been losing subscribers, but like InsideMC has 3.3k subscribers. But at the same time, like I would on Inside Orbits, the likelihood of me sitting down and getting you in a video was so low. But with the podcast, I'm going to sit down and talk to you, and I'm just thinking like I did Inside Orbits for 3 years. Like I did it during COVID. I wonder how well InsideMC would be right now had that have started during COVID instead of Inside Orbits. Because I love the content at the time. I love doing content, commentary, and all that kind of jazz. And like I guess I think it's the perfect time to have started InsideMC. But at the same time, I spent so long on that, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I spent 10 years making videos for barely anyone to watch, and then TCCO, it had a little bit of an audience, and then Block Facts, it blew up in about 5 months. Got to 1 million subscribers. Went from I started with 3, which were all me on other channels. Got to 1 million within about 5 months, and that was. But it can happen at any time. It can happen at any time.
You did an amazing job at capitalizing on the Shorts algorithm, specifically at the time where the Shorts content was put in your subscribers feed.
It was. That was useful.
What was? I mean, okay, this is gonna be like a weirdly worded question and probably a multiple layer one. I don't know. I'm overhyping this question, but I'm gonna ask a question, answer it how you can, basically.
All right.
Firstly, why? I think I know the answers for this, but I'm gonna ask anyways. Firstly, what's the specific reason for doing Shorts specific? Followed by, why did you decide to stop Shorts content on April 21st, 2021 and move into more long form content?
Right. Okay. So I saw the YouTube Shorts shelf. It says Shorts beta, and I saw that, and I was like, nobody's making content. There's this brand new thing that shows up, and it's only got rubbish videos. So what if I capitalized on that? And I did actually focus on click-through rates. I really wanted because no one was doing that. People were just posting like TikToks and stuff that they just downloaded. And one thing that I saw, I clicked on it, there was some kid just filming their Nintendo Switch playing Animal Crossing, which with a phone camera. It was terrible. Well, I didn't expect much from a kid like that. But that kid was making rubbish content and had 10,000 views, and they had 10,000 views on it, and I thought, I spent hours and hours and hours making videos to get to 10,000 views, and it doesn't take that long to get to 10,000 views on Shorts. I need to make some short, and it paid off. They all sort of had a spike, and then eventually they all grew because they were in the long form, because they showed up like long form videos. I was able to capitalize on that, and people were still watching. And then I took a break in 2021. I covered a lot of block and a lot of facts, and I wanted to go out on my own terms. I wanted to finish it with the bosses. I finished with Ender Dragon. That was the end. The last shot is me walking off into the sunset and getting killed by the Ender Dragon. I wanted it to be nice and poetic, and also I wasn't making any money from it, so there wasn't much incentive to continue either. And long form, I now make a living from my channel, which is very nice. I'm very lucky to be able to do that.
Loyal and Spa. Oh my goodness.
There's a lot of strategy behind.
So what I've gathered so far from your story through time is that a Pikmin video doing poorly and some kid on a Nintendo Switch is what caused you to currently be sitting on 1.7 million subscribers and on the InsideMC podcast.
But yeah, if that kid hadn't made that YouTube short, I'd probably be doing a different. I'd be doing YouTube, but I'd be maybe doing something else and probably not have 1 million subscribers, or maybe I'd be on the InsideMC podcast. I don't know. I'd be doing something completely different.
Has YouTube always been your goal and your inspiration?
Yeah. Well, I mean, as a kid, I always wanted to be on TV, but as a kid, getting on TV is not easy. But being on YouTube, it really is, and you have just as much chance on YouTube as the big one, the big channels. Well, I mean, if you've got the same kind of budget, but like starting on YouTube, it's just as easy to post as anyone else, and that's really good. I always wanted to be like the Yogscast so bad, and sort of am now, so that's nice.
But you've never face revealed revealed either, have you?
I have not. I have not face revealed. I did go to. I've been to a few real life things, but I haven't. I haven't publicly showed my face. I've never shown my face in a video.
Ooh.
Never had a reason to, really.
I've never shown my face on a video or stream, but I have posted on like Twitter. Just because I went to TwitchCon and I didn't really I couldn't really be bothered for the whole getting everyone to blur my face. So I just like, yeah, screw it, I just posted myself.
Yeah, that does.
Other people do it, and it's completely fine. And there's nothing wrong with it. I just wanted to post pictures of like things, and I couldn't be bothered to go through every single photo and cover my face. I do if I'm not looking good. Like I will sometimes. People are like, but you've shown your face. Why are you covering it in this phone? I'm just like, because my hair's a bit messy. Like I have to look decent at least. Like right now, my hair is so long. Like it's so long. But every time I go to a convention, I get a fresh cut.
Mine too. Ah.
Yeah, so at least I'm decent. Like 4 pictures, I guess.
I haven't had my hair cut in a very long.
How long? We can have a little competition here.
Since late 2022, I think.
Okay, mine's like 3 months, 4 months. Never mind. So you have like really, I'm assuming you have really long hair then.
I've just sort of been much easier than going to the barbers. The story I like to tell, it's not the real reason, but it's a small reason. Oh, it's my barber, and I made the mistake of saying I'm a YouTuber. Like you know how they ask you like, oh, what do you do for a living? I said, oh, I'm a YouTuber, and I regret that. Because now this guy knows what I look like and knows knows who I am. So
oh god,
that's part of the reason why I don't go.
I've only told one of my work colleagues about the podcast because like she really wanted to know the name. So but other than that, I don't mention it to anyone. Like I mentioned to a few people that I do a podcast, but no one knows the name. I just say what my story is. It's my friend's one, and I edit for him.
Ah, clever.
So that way, then I can still talk about it to people because like where I work, you sometimes get people coming in, so I can kind of use it to like hopefully get a connection or something. I mean, it's sort of worked, but not really fully. Because I mean, who's like obviously none of these people, because they're adults, care about gaming too much. At least the ones I talk to. So it's a bit like cool podcast, but I don't actually care. So, but they're nice. So what you're saying is your skin doesn't actually look like you. You have long hair. Back in 2022. It's just the loyalty of not changing the skin either.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to stick to your brand. I do regret making my skin using the Minecraft character creator because I can't really make merch of it now because it's Minecraft. It's using Minecraft textures that I didn't make, which people tell me that's crazy, and it probably is. But I'm not taking the risk.
That's not worth it. I mean, have you thought about maybe just like making like maybe getting an OC drawn up or something so you can?
I'd love to rebrand. I would love to, but it's
well, no, but you just get an OC. Like you just like that way.
Then you kind of have character separate, right?
Yeah, because that way then you've got one inspired by the Minecraft skin, but it's not the Minecraft skin because like, for instance, like with me, my profile picture right now is literally just fan art and it's amazing. But like it's inspired from my profile picture, which was inspired from my skin, which is just like me wearing a mask.
I could. Oh, I mean, I'd love to. I might one day. No guarantees. Completely just change my character. But for now, I'm sticking with the branding. I
mean, it makes sense. BlockFacts guy has BlockFacts profile picture. Has block profile picture essentially.
Yeah, it makes logical sense.
Somewhat. What was the idea with the having fun time channel? More kind of we're not going to jump into it yet. Actually no, ignore that. I'm going to ask you a different question because I don't want to lead in, because the question I was about to ask leads into MCC Rising, so I don't want to do that yet.
Oh, okay.
With BlockFacts, what are some of your favorite like facts that you've said over the years? I guess even BlockFacts Limited, either about the other games on TCCO or Minecraft facts. What are some of your favorite ones you've talked about?
That is a really, you don't realize how that is actually a really, when you've spoken about so many facts, that becomes a difficult question. It's like when you're covering like so many different facts, like even if they're all supposed to be mind-blowing facts.
Let me rewrite it then. Instead of favorite, what are your most memorable ones? Like as soon as I asked that question, what are some of the facts you instantly thought of? Like, oh,
I mean, I'm pretty forgetful. I really am. What I like to say when people ask me, like I join a Minecraft server and everyone in the chat, they're all like, oh, give me a fact. Hey, BlockFacts, give me a fact. I'm like, facts. You got to pay for the facts. They don't grow on trees. You want a fact from me. You got to cough up some cash. That's what I always say.
What's your PayPal?
Pardon?
What's your PayPal?
oh, wouldn't you like to? Wouldn't you like to know?
I want to know facts.
They don't grow on trees, man. They don't grow on trees.
Genuinely, you're not even going to give us your most memorable one. Oh my goodness.
There isn't one. There simply isn't. There simply isn't one. They're all absolutely mind blowing. I mean, if you want some facts, you can go to the youtube.com/blockfact. There's some brilliant ones on there.
Exactly. You can go through, watch every single video, watch every single short. I mean, you must have said at least over 5 facts by now.
Maybe 6.
Maybe 6. You're pushing it a little bit, all right?
It might be.
I guess that's another question. Do you actually genuinely know how many facts you've ever said or no? Like, do you have a tracker?
I don't have a number.
Roughly, if you can.
I did a compilation of all the removed features, which was 436. That's not all of my videos. Probably about 500 in the long form, and then a lot in the short. Like 16 times, like maybe 150. Probably, yeah, in the thousands. I've said thousands of facts over the years.
That's actually crazy. Like to even just come up with that many.
It's a lot of research. It's a lot of research. It's something I do struggle with the research now. It's like once you've covered all these facts, like, it's hard to find the new stuff. I don't want to repeat myself.
I can be a very sarcastic guy, so I want to make sure that you know this isn't sarcasm what I'm about to say. But I like other than the fact that like you haven't uploaded in 5 months, I've always found it quite inspirational how you just kept so consistent with content. Like with the shorts, with long form video, like you know, it's one thing to make a video, it's another thing to make a video purely about facts and then keep it so entertaining, keep it so fast paced, keep people so hooked, find that many, do the research, do this, make sure it's real, all that. Like I've always found it really, really inspirational. The reason I wanted to make sure you knew it wasn't sarcasm is because I specifically stated you haven't uploaded in 5 months.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have always found it like really, really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, I do it all myself still. I still do all my long form videos. I don't think it's all been me. Sometimes I do credit like a few mods that I might use to demonstrate something, but pretty much it's all me, and it takes a long time to make these videos. A lot of the time I'm in a lucky position where I don't have to like work like constantly on the videos, but they're a big production, big production, especially to do by myself. So thank you very much.
So is this a full-time gig then? Like is YouTube like just full-time? You don't do anything else, not even part-time on the side?
I don't do I don't have a real job. I do YouTube, which is something I've always done.
Real job. I want to make very clear, right?
Yes.
We don't want to be rude to YouTube.
He's a real job.
Being
self-employed is a real job. Yes.
Before people get annoyed at you, so I'm covering your back. I got you. Have you ever had a quote unquote real job, or has it just always been YouTube?
I don't want to leak my age. I don't want to leak my age.
Oh yeah. Well, you could just. I mean, saying yes or no, and saying no doesn't really leak it. Like some people are 30 and unemployed. Like you know.
I don't.
But no, fair. Honestly, fair.
I'd rather not. Though.
I started like so. I'm 21. I'll happily say my. I started work when I was 18. I've been working ever since, like last 3 years, and I was constantly doing inside orbits, and then I started InsideMC back in 2022. Got a night shift job, stopped it for like a few months, and then brought it back. And I've been like doing. I was uploading 2 podcasts a week. I gave you the rundown beforehand how I fully edit it up. I was doing 2 a week, fully edited up while working a full-time job for a year straight. That was something.
Yeah, that is. Does sound like a lot on your plate.
It's nice to have a break from as much as I miss midweek and recording with AJ. It has been really nice not to have to worry like, oh, I got 2 recordings next week, and then I go on holiday and I come back on Tuesday, and then I have to record on Wednesday, and then I have to like all that kind of stuff. It's just so nice chilling.
Got a lot of consistency. You've got a very good work ethic, a much better work ethic than me. That's for sure.
But also, I do kind of make a like. I'm not saying your content isn't hard, but like podcasts in general is just known as like harder to grow. Like so, I do technically make a bit of a harder thing, which means I kind of have to put in that productivity. Well, does it pay off? It doesn't really feel like it right now, but I enjoy it. I enjoy this. It doesn't have to pay off for me to want to carry on, because I mean, like I said, in no other scenario do I sit down and have a chat with block facts like this.
Yeah, if you got a passion for it, then that is well, that's what carried me for the first 10 years of it. So it's useful to have.
One more thing then, obviously, unless you have anything else before we get into talking about the big MCC R3. Something I learned just before recording actually is the fact that you're not wearing headphones right now.
Fun fact, I don't wear headphones. It's like a few years ago, I used to use these wireless headphones. They were very nice, and then they stopped work. And ever since, I've just been using speakers. And you know what? It's really nice. I've got no dit in the top of my head, and it's really nice. And I've got a Shure SM7B microphone, which has a very small range. So the audio from my speakers, like my whole MCC live stream, that was done with no headphones on, and there was no problem. Like I listened to my audio, my mic audio. There's nothing, or pretty much nothing coming through. It's not a sponsorship. It's just I don't need headphones. The speakers in my TV are really good. Oh yeah, I use 2 TVs.
You don't even use monitors?
I don't have a monitor. I have 2 42-inch TVs next to each other, spanning about 2 meters wide.
Why?
And the speakers on those are pretty good. Why?
Why have you got 2 42-inch TVs?
Well, I mean, it's good. It's good resolution, and it's nice.
Do you use an Xbox 360 controller, or do you at least have a keyboard and a mouse?
That would be funny. Oh, Oh, I use an Apple Magic keyboard. The competitive MCC Rising 3, I used a Bluetooth Apple keyboard.
You're lucky it didn't die.
It's got a very long battery life. It's got a really long battery life. It's really good. Yeah, I just prefer it. And you know what? If I prefer it, then
No, yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just I find it just funny. Yeah. But does it not get overwhelming, the fact that you're streaming and all you can hear through your monitor is like 3 people speaking and then the game and then all that kind of jazz?
Well, wouldn't it be the same with headphones on?
Well, it's kind of like, well, I guess the way I see it is my headphones are like bar noise cancelling, so if anything happens outside, it's kind of muffled. Whereas like if it's playing through my TV, I can hear sirens outside. I can hear my dog barking out, which I can hear. Yeah, you heard it on the podcast earlier because my mic picks it up, but like I can hear my dog barking downstairs, and if my dad says anything, I can hear him shouting. But at least it's not as loud as if like I have headphones off.
It's a benefit. Noise cancellation. I used to have noise cancelling headphones. Those were the ones that broke, and it would probably be quite nice right now. There's fireworks going on at the moment, but hopefully they're not picked up on my mic.
I have fireworks going on outside my house as well. Oh my god, my neighbours block facts. I never even know.
What is it today? What's all the fireworks?
It's fresh after Halloween, and people just kind of do it for the sake of doing it.
Okay.
Why not?
Fair enough.
I mean, I can't really speak about setups. Like, I'm not really in the place to speak about setups because I have headphones right there, Biodynamics, right? But I have 2 headphones that are Biodynamics. The first ones I bought, the like actual plug part of it snapped off and got stuck in my PC. So I bought new Biodynamics, and then the headphone started falling off on the new one. So I sellotaped it, and then it started falling off to the point where I couldn't hear it in my left ear. So what my dad did was he cut the wire on the one with the broken headphones and cut the wire on the other one, and then stuck the one with the broken headphones that had the fine wire, the one with the fixed headphones but had the broken wire, and then sellotaped it. Now my headphones work. But so they were sellotaped and they were working for a while, but then they started not working every time the wire moved. So now the wire is sellotaped to my PC.
I used to have these headphones that like you'd plug them in and like you could only hear, like if you listen to a song you could only hear, you had to wiggle the wire. Yeah. And if it wasn't in the right way, you wouldn't hear nothing. You just hear the instrumental of the music. You wouldn't hear the vocals. It was really strange.
I've called it 2-factor authentication.
It is.
I also use a £10 keyboard and like a £50 mouse because my keyboards kept breaking. So I was just like, I don't really do competitive Minecraft, so why don't I just use like an office keyboard? So I just bought like £10 from Argos. So it was great.
Yeah. I've got like a proper Razer gaming keyboard, but I just like the Apple one. I like the short travel distance. It's very nice. I think that outweighs the benefit. Like enjoying it. I think exactly. What really won MCC for us. Pardon?
I was gonna say for me comfortability, but yeah, go on.
Yeah. I think what really won MCC for us to jump ahead slightly. It just like the amount of fun we had. Well, I think we probably had more fun than I don't know. I don't know about the others. They can speak for themselves, but we had so much fun. I think that really helped us.
Do you have any weird keybinds?
I know a few people who do. I use
Q to crouch.
Actually, no, I do. I do.
Oh, go on then.
When I play Minecraft, I press left click to place blocks and right click to break blocks.
Oh, actually, that's not horrible. At least you're still it's still relatively the same. It must. I mean, to me, it feels weird, but it's still. Actually, no. To be fair, when I'm running, I like spam left click. Like when I'm not doing anything, and when like sometimes I spam right click. I just don't think I'd be as good if I switched them because my brain.
I'm left-handed, so I wish like sometimes I wish like as a kid I were brought up using the mouse in my left hand because I think I'd be like so good. I'd like my aim precision would be really good. I still use the mouse in the right hand, but I swapped the left and right click for some reason. I think it's because in Roblox, like the hotbar, you use things with the left mouse button. So because I used to play Roblox before Minecraft, so that's why probably why I use it.
So you could have been blocks facts.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
I steal that one.
No, go ahead. Why not? Make an old channel. You might want to make it now though before anyone hears this podcast and claims.
Yeah, someone's gonna take that idea.
Let's see. Blocks.
Maybe it exists.
No, you search up blocks facts and block facts shows up.
Oh, right.
Just for clarification, I'm assuming you know how I'm saying it, but I'm gonna send it to you anyways. I typed it like that.
Yeah, with an X, obviously. Yeah.
No, I'm just making sure, just in case.
I would probably end up competing with myself. So it might be a bit of a difficult one.
I use Q to crouch.
Oh, that's. How do you throw items?
R.
I use R to pick block.
I use the middle of my mouse to pick block.
Yeah, that's the default, I think. But R is very good for laptops. I don't play on a laptop much, but if you don't have a middle mouse button, R is a great key.
Well, not if it's your throw item on.
Yeah, that does change things slightly.
It could be worse. We could be using the arrow keys to move.
Oh, I used to when I started playing Minecraft. I used to.
I think
it was because I was on a laptop.
I
I did have my left hand on the trackpad and my right hand on the arrow like
That's it. Yeah, it
I'm
makes
doing
sense
that.
though if you're left-handed. Yeah. Well, I only used when I first got a PC. I only used the like arrow keys because I didn't really know what WASD was.
Yeah, yeah.
When
I
I
think
saw it, I
I
was just
I
like,
was a
that's
bit
so
scared of
weird. Why are
WASD.
people using that one? It's so strange, and now I understand it very, very much.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything else you wanted to talk about? Should we get into the big dog?
Let's get into the big dog.
So you know, teams were getting announced. I can't remember what day. I'm not going to go into like the facts of the dates and stuff like that. And 9 MCC Rising teams, some amazing MCC Rising teams were announced. And then we're waiting on the Pink Parrots, and everyone's got their predictions. Like, oh, it's going to be this team. Oh, it's going to be this team.
It's going to be Radoons. It could be anyone. It could be all these other people. Who
Yeah, it's gonna be like Radoon's team because like, you know, they're like they fit the theme because they always had that kind of team.
They're good. Saving the best till last.
Yeah, exactly.
Saving the best till last.
Exactly. And you know, everyone just kind of forgets that people can make unlisted applications, and you know,
Think
like
about the upgrades we've never seen that were really good. That's something to think about.
Exactly. And you know, we see Prince Zam hasn't applied, and we're like, oh my god, Ashwag, no application. Application.
People on Reddit getting downvoted for saying I think Ashwag's going to be in because he was training on MCC Island for some reason. They're like people downvoting and replying.
He didn't even apply. You silly Billy. What are you on about? Then Ping Team gets announced. Blockfax, Squiddo, Prince Zam, Ashwag with an unlisted application. I'm gonna let you say the title name because I want to hear it.
Pardon?
I'm gonna let you say the title of the video because I want to hear it from you.
I don't even remember what it was called.
Oh my
The
goodness.
Swag Boys. The Swag Boys. That's who we were.
You made a song. What was the title of the song?
The song. There wasn't really a title of the song. There wasn't really
Was there not?
a title to the song, but it was all about how cringe we are.
Did I have it wrote down here? I feel like I had to write down like a name. Oh no, I just had the Swag Boys wrote down. Never mind, sorry, apologies. I had Cringe-O-Meter wrote down. That's why.
Yeah, that was one of the main parts of it. So proud of that video. So proud of that video.
I have a question, and I think a lot of people are probably wondering the same thing. They're probably just too scared to ask. When is it coming to Spotify?
It's currently just a secret. It's just a secret unlisted video. Anyone who finds it, they can listen to it. But that's as far as it's going.
Heartbreaking. Have you ever listened? Have you listened to Epic the Musical by any chance?
I don't think I have.
You need to listen to it. It's so good. They just released a new saga, and oh my god, I have it on repeat.
Ah.
That's what I'd do to your song. It'd be in my top, like I'd be in the top #1 listeners of the Swag Boys.
Thank you. Well, I mean, the when I suggested we apply for MCC Rising 3, Ashwag said it couldn't hurt to just apply, but none of this goes public. Blockfax is responsible for it. So you're lucky you got to hear it. You're lucky you got to hear it in the first place.
I mean, it had to go public if you got in. Like
It did.
It's just like none of it goes public, but it kind of does because they revealed the application videos. Like that's the whole part.
Well, I think we had little faith.
Did they tell you anything about your application? Like I know some of the teams got told certain things from not screw. If it's anything you can reveal, of course.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say. I don't know if I'm nothing.
That's
nothing
fine.
juicy.
No pressure.
Nothing juicy.
They've let in a song application every single year. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember who it was from Rising.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I know from Rising when it was Super Eloise and that too.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to do the cringiest one. I think we achieved it.
You edited and did that all yourself within like 3 or 4 days, didn't you?
I did. I almost didn't have the chance. I was going to go on holiday.
You cancelled your holiday for MCC Rising 3. Application only as well. Like,
luckily, I wasn't away those days, and I was able to focus harder than I've ever focused before. Because that was a really difficult video to make. There were lots and lots of parts to it. Like I had to like model the cringe-o-meter. I had to make like the sign and stuff. It was a tricky, and all those backgrounds, all those green screen backgrounds. It was a lot of work to make. Luckily,
they saw that though. Yeah.
Some of the video was made in 2023 because we were going to apply to MCC Rising 2 with that song, but apparently it was too cringe.
Which has worked this year.
And it just became an inside joke. I don't know if I said this in the MCC Rising 3 Ultimate interview, but it became a joke amongst us. Like, it's time for MCC. It just became like a thing. Like Squiddo would say it to me to like poke a bit of fun. So we just had to do it. We had to do it, and we did it, and it was worth it.
What was the 100 medals bit? What was that about?
I don't know. I the first time I heard that, I think was during the interview with you. So
so it wasn't a pretty bland bit.
I don't know.
Honestly, fair enough. The song was amazing and it's very, very cool. But at the same time, wait, hold up. The unlisted video, it was on the Having Fun Time channel, right? Or was it on the Blockfax?
No, it was on the Blockfax channel.
It was on the Blockfax one,
There
sorry.
are 2 unlisted videos on the Blockfax channel, and one of them is the MCC Rising 1 application that no one's ever going to see, and the MCC Rising 3 application.
Can I see it at least, or no?
I like to keep the view count at exactly the view count they left it.
You know what? Fair enough, honestly, yeah.
Because Yeah, that's what we did with our third application, our MCC Rising 3 application. I didn't give my team the URL. It was just given to the Nox crew. I didn't even click it to check that the video was fine. I just sent it in the application form, and so that meant we could see exactly when they watched it and exactly for how long as well. A little bit obsessive, but we got some decent info on whether we'd been sidelined or if we were still in the running.
That was our plan this year. We was gonna upload it unlisted, but then it went on the InsideMC channel as like the full InsideMC team, so it kind of just made sense to make it public. It's like, oh look, InsideMC. I honestly genuinely was like, I wasn't like convinced, because I mean, you never know what they're looking for and you can never be convinced, but based on the fact that like I did it as the InsideMC team, was like, I was so like, I had high hope. I think we probably did a decent job, I reckon. I mean, I'll never know.
I mean, I think I watched a lot. I watched so many.
I can imagine, yeah. It's always fun to watch.
Excited. I was like, I really hope we get in. I would just watch applications just to think like, are we better than this? Are we not better than this? There was some I was very scared they were going to get picked. I was like, oh, this one's totally getting picked, because like they normally I don't know exactly what their strategy is, but they generally, from looking at the rosters, they generally have like a slot for a big 1 or 2 slots for big creators, and so we'd obviously
in the last 2 times. Yeah, the first time was kind of just bigger creators, which is never a bad thing. It's just it was mainly bigger creators.
First one had some smaller ones, right?
No, it did. I just saying it wasn't as less bigger creators as it is, which isn't a problem. Sorry, I want to make that very clear. It's not a problem. It's just more of an observation.
It's for newcomers, and also inviting bigger creators is a good thing, because they that helps promote the event to shine a spotlight on the smaller ones, and that's what I was hoping we would be able to do, and I think we did. And yeah, it's I've completely lost what I was going to say. Completely lost what I was going to say.
I feel like that's probably my fault.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
You were talking about confidence of being in because you saw some amazing things.
Yes,
and then normally save a slot for the bigger creators.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the other bigger ones. I also watched loads of smaller ones as well, thinking like, are they gonna get in? But like, there were some big ones that I was really scared. I was like, they might be better than us. They might think this is better than ours. But luckily we were chosen. We were unique enough. We put in we showed a lot of charisma, a lot of chemistry. I mean, and so it worked out. Did
it cross your mind while during the stage of being in MCC Rising and playing in it, etc., did it cross your mind at any point to do a MCC facts video?
I think it's too niche. It's too niche for the BlockFacts channel. And I was I was even scared to just stream on the BlockFacts channel, because like I've never done it before. But it's and I wanted to post the application, but obviously it wouldn't get many views, and I like to have only videos with lots of views. It just looks nice when you got lots of views on all your videos. So
yeah, same, relatable.
Yeah,
if this video doesn't go over 5 views, I'm unlisting it.
Better get 5 views. It's better get 5 views.
I think it will. I hope.
I'll be watching it 5 times. Don't worry.
Thank you. On your 5 accounts that you.
I'll watch it 5 times over to make sure I didn't say anything.
Well, I mean, I'll go through the edit anyway. So if there's anything that's like thingy, I'll clean it up like I always do. But so far, I think you're good. And if you go to sleep tonight and you like have a nightmare about something you said, you can always just message me and ask me to cut it out.
On InsideMC, it's gonna get me cancelled. What have I done? I shouldn't have said all about
the bigger and smaller creators.
Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. No, I'm happy with what I've said. Stand by it. So, apart from the bit where I said that child who made that video, that their video is really rubbish.
Well, no, but I mean, it was a low quality, not very good video. It was just like more of a shit post upload.
It's undeniable that it wasn't very high production.
Yeah, it's just like a shit post upload. You get away with it. It's fine. Don't worry. I mean, I see like sometimes I doom scroll Instagram reels, which is like it's genuinely the worst thing you can ever do. Like my Instagram algorithm, I don't really like or anything. So Instagram just decided to put me in like. Have you ever heard of like a rare pool, but with like TikToks?
I don't know what you mean.
Sometimes there'll be like a TikTok that has like 200,000 likes. It's just the most obscene thing you've ever seen. So it's called a rare pool.
Oh.
Yeah, but even though it has like 200,000 likes, it's still like a rare pool. It's just like how? Yeah, Instagram Reels is just something else. Yeah. So it's just to relate to the iPad. I mean, my first ever channel is called Boy Gamer 909. It has 2 videos on it: the Hive Bedrock edition, which we built and played Spleef on, and like another one where I did like Minecraft Let's Play episode 1, and the videos are 15 minutes less because I recorded it on my BlackBerry, because that's the only thing you could do. You can see the canvas of an old photo in the top of the screen just above the TV, and it was just uploaded straight from my BlackBerry. So yeah, so I might have been that kid, but no, I don't think I am.
We were all that kid at one point. We were all that kid at one point.
Next thing you'll know, that kids will be
that kid was one of the first YouTube Shorts channels ever, and he's gonna might well be. I don't even remember who it was. I have absolutely no idea of finding that video. That kid might be famous.
I mean, they're the reason that you're here. you are the fame for everything.
They played a small part.
I think they played a pretty big part.
Well, I mean, they're one of the cards holding up the tower. It could have all changed.
Back to MCC.
Yes,
that's what we were talking about.
That's the main.
I won't ask too many questions because I don't want to I mean, I guess people who listen to the podcast have anything, but I also really want to promote the Ultimate MCC interview. So if you want to know more about the team specifically, about like how it was formed and the idea behind the application and stuff, if you want to know more in depth, feel free to go watch that video. But
it's a great video. Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
You're like me. You watch videos on 2 times.
I did watch it on double speed. It's 2 hours long, but watching on double speed, it saves you a lot of time.
I watch everything on double speed except for your videos because they're very fast paced.
Twice the amount of videos. It's great.
I nearly started doing it with movies, but then I didn't because movies are like different field.
Yeah. I like artistic content is something not to say that InsideMC isn't artistic, but it's not a movie. It's not quite a movie.
So what are some things? So obviously I don't want to repeat that video too much because I once again do want to promote it. But what are some of the idea behind your application? How's your team formed? Just little basic questions like that I've already asked you. What is how did the team and the idea come together?
Yeah, so it was 2021. MCC Rising 1 was announced. We really wanted to be in it. I got Ash Swag and Jim Doga. He was on the. I think we invited him to the group chat and then removed him. I don't really remember, or maybe he couldn't do it. But instead we went for Squiddo. Squiddo's brilliant. And we got Squiddo's friend. Oh no, he's here. Who I remember I studied his channel when I started blowing up. Before I blew up, when I wanted to do a Minecraft channel, I watched his videos, and so it was great to make an MCC Rising application with those 3 guys, and we didn't get in. We got very close, I think, from looking at the view counts, but we didn't get in. And so MCC Rising 2 years later, I was like, we're going to do a cringy song because I thought it was really funny. And I made a cringy song, and it was even cringier than the one that actually got made because it was it wasn't a rap, it was just sort of half the speed, and they said it was a bit rubbish. And so we scrapped that. I kept the files, and I reused some of the voice lines. Some of the voice lines are from 2023, and then it became a joke, and so we did it for MCC Rising 3. And I'm really proud of what came out, and I think the Nox crew liked it. I think they liked it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got in.
That's the story of the Swag Boys. Well, we did Prince Zam really wanted to do a video with the 4 of us, and when for Halloween 2023 on Squiddo's channel, and we did that, and I thought this would be a brilliant MCC team. This is 4 people who really get along, who get each other's sense of humor, and it was a brilliant MCC team. And we had so much fun. We won. I think our chemistry really helped us win, because with other people, in a regular MCC, you don't really know your teammates, but in this, we're close. We're really good friends, and
they saw that. That's why you got in as well, because
that's why they chose us. We made sure to put a little bit of mystery at the end because it was mainly a rap. It was mainly scripted out, so we added some because we wanted to do an ad lib at the end where we chat, but I don't think we had enough time to arrange that. So I just took Squiddo's video and cut it into a highlights reel, and it worked. It worked quite nicely.
Let's talk about the Ashbug 1v4. Oh my goodness!
Oh, that was brilliant.
History made.
It blows my mind watching in the Littlewood, commentating over it, watching his perspective of the whole dodgeball thing as well. And he's talking about me in the Littlewood from the Yogscast. I used to watch him. I still do. And I've got his signature on display in this room. I was a massive Yogscast fan in 2012, and it's absolutely it almost brought me to tears seeing him talking commentating over it. But yeah, the Ash Swag, him watching his reaction to Ash Swag's 1v4 was brilliant, and the whole thing. I think Squiddo thought it was only one round, and so he thought we won the whole thing because of what he did. But we still had to do a few more few more rounds after.
Against the Blue Bedrockers, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the Blue Bedrockers. They're great people. They're great people. I've had two of them come around my Bedrock world. I've showed them. I've given the tour to Defect and Bear. Shown them my Bedrock world. I need to show the other two at some point.
Oh, cool.
Because I think it's
they're all from the Hive
nice.
community, and that's the community I used to be in.
Yeah.
So I knew them all.
I used to play a lot of Hive. I've never really been a Bed Wars kind of guy. I liked a bit of Treasure Wars back in the day, but I'm more of a survival type person. That's well, I'm not as big into Hive as I could be.
Oh wait, actually, I just realized you probably don't know this, right? I created the Blue Bedrockers.
Hold on a minute. Rewind a bit.
Yeah, I just realized. Okay, so MCC Rising 1, right? So it was so a week before MCC Rising 1 was announced, I make a tweet on Twitter of a team called the Blue Bedrockers, or it was Blue Bats or something, of me, Potato Pie 25, Ignacio Blade, and Evident, right? Hive YouTubers, all of us Hive YouTubers. And I was like, imagine if this team was an MCC. And a week later, MCC Rising 1 gets announced, so we form the team and we apply and we don't get in. And MCC Rising.
Wait, you were the initial You were in the initial Blue Bedrockers?
Yeah, I made the team.
I didn't know that was you.
Yeah, and then MCC Rising 2 comes around, and I'm a Java creator, so I'm like, nah, I'm not really. I'm like, I mean, I didn't even get asked actually because I applied with like a different team. And then Ignacio Blade just went off the radar. So Potato Pie, Evident, Andrew Hacks, and Danny is the bomb apply, which is who are used in the Blue Bedrockers 3 video, because in Blue Bedrockers 2 they use clips from the Blue Bedrockers 1, and in Blue Bedrockers 3 they use clips from Blue Bedrockers 2. Anyway, so that team applies doesn't get in, right? So then the Blue Bedrockers 3, apparently, I don't really know how it works. I think like Plushy reached out to Evident or something. It was like, yo, can we use the name? And Evident was like, yeah. I mean, like, it's not like I copyrighted or anything. I just made the name Blue Bedrockers. So then they apply the 3 of them, and then they get in to like complete like the trilogy, I guess, of 3 different teams, and then like the 3 people, the 3rd team making it in. But yeah, I just realized that I never really tweeted too much about it. Because obviously I didn't really want to make it about me, so I just didn't mention anything at all. But yeah, Blue Bedrockers was me, my creation.
I never realized I'd never made the connection that it was you. It was 3 years ago, so I'd forgotten who it was. But I remember watching those applications.
Yeah, it was very funny. I had a different skin and everything as well, to be honest.
Yeah, the Blue Bedrockers MCC Rising 3 application was they were one of my favorites. They were one of the ones I was hoping to get in, and they did. And I'm very glad that they did.
And they're smart. They used the trial chambers and everything.
Pardon?
No, I said it was smart because they used the new trial chambers and everything.
Oh, they did. The cinematography, the comedy, it was brilliant. It was a brilliant application, and a lot, and there were a lot, so many really good applications that I wanted to get in. And yeah, I think the ones that did get in are all brilliant.
Also, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Then you were about to say you were happy they got in because.
Pardon?
You were gonna say that I cut you off by accident. He was like, I'm happy they got in as well because we were. I know we were about to say. I just want to use that.
Well, because we were able to beat. There you go. That was useful.
It's kind of like crazy to think about this. I think like a lot of people, and including me sometimes as well, you kind of forget that like creators of your sense are also like I obviously I don't know your age. I'm just saying this as a basis. Like I'm not saying that you're younger. I'm just saying this as a basis again as like a total concept. But like younger creators who do well in the scene, I guess like Tommy in it for example. As much as they're big creators and they're able to act professional and good around other creators, like deep down, a lot of people don't realize that they are also fans. Like when you're somewhat in a little bit there, yeah, like you're able to. I'm sure you're able to act professional and happy and confident. I mean, it's like half the people I bring on the podcast. Bro, like when I first brought Venom on the podcast when I was still doing Bedrock content, I think I did a pretty good job. But oh my god, I was freaking out when I brought Captain Sparkles on a few months ago. Like I built my professionalism, so I was able to keep it very very good. But at the same time, I was like, oh my god, I have I grew up listening. I still listen to this guy's Minecraft music, and he's on my podcast. Like what the heck? I've had
so many moments like that. I am such like a big fan, even of like my teammates, my MCC teammates. I'm such a massive like Squiddo fan. I'm a massive. Well, if Ashtag posted, I'd be a massive fan. And like I watched these guys, and like I went to Comic-Con last week in London.
Oh what? Why didn't you tell me? I guess we're not actually that close. I don't know why I'm acting like we're best friends. I didn't go. I go every year. I didn't go this year. I don't live too far from it. I live decently close.
Well, I went there and I saw Tomska. I was like, oh my god, that's him. That's him. I saw Edache, and I was like, oh my god, that's him. And I saw like Rosie Caddick. I was like, oh my god, these people that I watch like constantly, they're in real life, but I can't go up to them, even though I'm a YouTuber just like them. I can't go up to them because what am I gonna say? I'm just a massive fan of these people, and so yeah, even as a YouTuber, like I am still like a big fan of a lot of other channels.
Tomska's always there. I have a signed Muffin Time card game box. I haven't opened it.
Yeah.
And I also have like,
I used to watch his last week series. I used to watch that every week. Vlogs. I always wanted to know what it's like to be a YouTuber. I used to see him going to all these events and being like, and living the life of a YouTuber. And now I get to live that life, and it's slightly less glamorous than you'd think, but it's all
right.
It's very nice. I'm very grateful for it.
My thing was more. Oh yeah, go on, sorry.
With MCC Rising 3 on the practice server, even after it ended, I was still playing on the practice server quite a bit, and Ant Venom was on, and I was just chatting to Ant Venom. Like, I used to watch this guy. That's just Ant Venom, but he's just there, and he's like,
sure.
He's real, and we were doing parkour, and like, it was mind blowing.
But that's what I meant, like on a deeper level though. Like, obviously seeing Tom's and stuff is cool, and like I'm meeting, like, I mean, I've met a few cool people. Like my partner's met some of the Sidemen and stuff like that. But like when I went to TwitchCon, right, I went to Avondale gave me VIP seating, like me and AJ.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. And then we went to the MCC after party, and like just like I bought, like I won't get into too many details. Like I bought creators like a drink, and I was just like, what is like half these creators I grew up watching, and I've just purchased them like an alcoholic beverage. And I'm just like, oh my god, like I like what it's like me a year ago, like bringing the podcast back, did not imagine me in this scenario where I'm at an after party with a bunch of creators I watched and still watch. And it's like,
that is really young.
And like it's not like me. I don't want to come off very fanish, so I don't really talk about it too much. Like I'm 100% a fan, but at the same time, it's not like a fan where I'm like, oh my god, like I overreact. To like, for instance, I had so many people I wanted to take pictures with, just like in quote unquote collect for the podcast, for example, because I was just like posting pictures of podcast guests. Like I wasn't fan enough to do it at the after party. I doubt they would have minded, but I was like professional enough to be like, we're at a party, we're having fun. I'm not gonna like yo, can I get a picture? So.
I'm such a big. I admire a lot of my peers. Like I still, like, even though we're on the same level, I still like I watch every Squiddo video, or pretty much every Squiddo video. Like I really do. I still next year. Pardon?
You come in TwitchCon next year?
I am undecided. I'm not. I don't do Twitch, so like I'm not really.
What's the matter?
I'm not. I'm a YouTube guy. I'm a YouTube guy at heart. I'd get kicked out. I'd get thrown out. I'm not a Twitcher. I have a Twitch, and I got quite a few followers from MCC because people were tagging me. Like Prince Am was like putting at Blockfacts in his title, even though I don't stream. But I've tried it. I've tried Twitch streaming. It's just not for me. I prefer a script.
What was the deal behind streaming on Having Fun Times? I know you mentioned you were a bit scared about starting on Blockfacts, but why decide to do it there?
I wanted to do training stream, but I didn't want to do them on Blockfacts, so I just put them on my old channel. And it was good because I didn't like not everyone's interested in the training streams, so I didn't want to spam my audience with them. But I'm glad I did them, and it was so fun. It was so fun, such a fun like few weeks where we were just training every night, and 7 o'clock we'd do a stream. It was such a brilliant time.
And obviously the event day,
the big day.
The big day came.
The big day. I had a nightmare the night before that we were filling. It was really weird. I was having these loads of. I'm glad I did all those training streams because I had loads of problems with my bitrate. My bitrate was. I really wanted to stream at 4K, 60 FPS, high bitrate. It didn't work. It was just so bad. I upgraded my internet to gigabit, and it still didn't work. In some ways, it was worse than before. So I was having lots of bitrate problems, and so like the night before or like the morning of MCC, I had like a nightmare of like we were at the YouTube petrol station filling up on bitrate. It was very strange.
Going straight in the highlights. Like note of the context, all that's going in the highlights is we was at the YouTube petrol station filling up on bitrate.
Yes. It's brilliant. That was brilliant. But yeah, you can see where my priority lied. I was not worried about the event. I was more worried about the stream actually being watchable, which I'm glad it was. There was like an audio glitch at one point, but luckily everything went really well, and that was lucky.
And then what are some of your favorite moments from the event?
Man, there are so many highlights. There's that bit in Meltdown. I saved my entire team. Not my entire team, but I saved my team from. That was on like it was on a Clips channel as well. And then Grid Runners. We were ready for the Grid Runners. We trained on Stampy's Lovely World in our training streams, and it came in useful. And the parkour. Parkour Warrior Ash was telling me, "Oh, go do the easy path, do the easy path," and I didn't listen, and I said no. And in the training streams, there were a lot of times where I said no, and they were like, "You can't do that in the actual event." I did, and it worked, and it got us nearly 100 medals. Oh, there were so many highlights. I'm so pleased I was allowed to do it, and I will cherish the memories of it forever because it was amazing.
If you want to know the context to what I'm about to say, go watch the Ultimate MCC Rising free interview. I'm just going to use it right now, I might as well.
It's good. I should watch it.
I just want a yes or no. Okay, then people can learn more about why I'm asking this. If you were invited to the main MCC, would you play it without your team?
Yes
or no? That's all you're allowed to give on the podcast. People can find out the context elsewhere.
Yes. Well, sorry, no.
Wait, what's the answer? You've said two things.
The answer is no.
Okay.
They should watch the other one.
But no, you wouldn't play without the team.
I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to do it without my team.
It sounds like you want to add. If you want to add something to it, feel free. I'm not going to limit you. It's your podcast.
I want my team, if I'm ever in MCC, I want my team to be in that MCC. And that's as specific as I'm going to get.
Oh, actually, here we go. And if you want to know what Ashrag's answer is, then you can listen. Yeah. There we go. That's better.
He has opinion.
He has a great answer. Yeah, I mean, I think that's it for MCC. Did you have anything else you wanted to say regarding it?
Thank you to the Nox crew. Thank you to the Nox crew. Absolute legends. And I'm so grateful they gave me the opportunity.
There we go. Well, with that then, before we get into doing the outro, I have some Twitter questions. Yeah, we love Twitter questions. The first one comes from the Shiny Dude. The Shiny Dude. What is your favorite color and why?
My favorite color, well, I mean, my whole brand is blue. My character's blue. So I think I'd have to go blue. Because it's my brand, and it's I guess you could say it's my lucky color because it's what worked. It's the color that worked for BlockFacts, and it's pretty good. It's a pretty good color, I think.
The next one comes from Crafty Masterman.
Love that guy.
Does he use replay mod yet, or his crazy insane 2 account setup? And then before you answer, sorry, there is replies from Sarah Burst saying, I actually taught him a secret third method that doesn't involve either one of those, and being 100% serious. Crafty Masterman then said flashback with nerd emoji. Sarah says nope. Crafty says BBS double nerd emoji. Sarah then replies nope. Crafty says, well, clearly whatever it is too hard because he hasn't uploaded in a billion years.
It is. That's true. Right. So what I used to do things the old-fashioned way. Before replay mod, they used to, and this is how I did it like 10 years ago when replay mod didn't exist. Well, I think it didn't exist. There wasn't really anything like it. You have 2 computers. One is the actor, one is the camera. You record on the camera one, and then that's how you make a machinima. But nowadays, I have changed because obviously that is inefficient. But I think replay mod's quite inefficient because you've got the amount of different shots I do, and they're all very specific. To render them would be quite a lot of work. And so what I do now is I use Sarah Bursty's method. I saw like a tweet randomly like, oh, this is a really good mod, and I was like, that is going to change my life. I now use the camera utils mod, which lets me just detach the camera from my player and walk in front of the camera, wiggle around a bit, and then place it down in a different place and do the same thing. I use like a slightly custom. I downloaded the source code, customized it a little bit so I could add a few more features. But it's an absolute game changer. But yeah, it still takes me ages to make a video.
Can we expect an upload anytime soon?
No.
Well, at least you're honest. I respect it.
Pardon?
I said at least you're honest. I respect it.
At least I'm honest. At least, yeah. It takes me a while, especially getting the motivation, because like when you're when you're making passive income from the older videos, motivation is not that I don't love my fans, but it's a hard work making the videos, and I procrastinate far too much. My work ethic is not what I want it to be, but I'm working on it, and I hope to get better at it.
And the final question comes from Sarah Bursty.
Wow.
Love that person. There we go. Where do you see yourself 5 years down the line? Still doing content? Something else? The type of question you ask in an interview, that.
It's a tricky question. I'd like to be... I've thought about this. I have thought about it. And obviously, I would like BlockFacts to still be successful. It would be great. But I'd like, in another 5 years, are there really going to be people watching Block? I don't know. I might be doing something completely new. I'd love a new adventure that's going to get me 10 million subscribers. That'd be brilliant. So I'm going to post a BlockFacts video is going to do so badly, and it's going to go just like the previous my previous channels. But I've also thought about, like, what if I worked for a company? That might be nice to work for someone else, because I feel like I'd have a lot more motivation working for someone else than for just doing it for myself. Because, like, for myself, like, I'm quite happy with what, and if I'm very good with deadline, and when you're working for yourself, you don't have any deadline pretty much. So yeah, I'll either be in BlockFacts, a new channel, or someone else's channel.
There you go. And that's the BlockFacts lore summed up. The last 10 years of YouTube in an hour plus podcast. Beautiful.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's an hour and 30-minute podcast. Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, with some bits cut out, I'm sure it'll be.
It'll probably be down to like an hour and 20. We cut that massive controversial 5-minute statement you made that I'm not allowed to keep in anymore.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I even said that.
With that being said, then. That was, yeah, no, to be clear, there was no controversial statement. It was actually me who said it, and it was a 10-minute long one, so, you know, just to clear the room. Well,
right.
Before we do the outro here, I always like to give this opportunity for you to promote yourself. For anyone who's listening and doesn't know who you are and has absolutely loved the podcast, where can they
find all my regular content over on youtube.com/havingfuntimes.
There we go.
I used to have it set up so that when you type that in, it used to redirect you to Never Gonna Give You Up.
Oh.
I don't know how I did it. There's a secret feature that let me do it. But you know what? I might set that back up. So
I think that'd be funny, yeah. That'd be good.
That's my main channel. That's 100% my main channel.
There we go. There's also the oh crap, I've clicked off.
TCCO.
Oh god, yeah, that's it. There you go. It's your second channel as well.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna put Having Fun Times in the title instead of BlockFacts.
Yeah. I think everyone would know who that is and click. I'm sure.
I mean, the profile picture is your Discord one, so it makes sense.
Yeah. All my Discord friends will know.
Well, thank you so much for coming on, BlockFacts. It's been an amazing podcast. Thank you so much.
It's been a brilliant podcast. Thank you for having me on. It's been a dream to come on InsideMC.
Have I lived up to the ones you've listened to?
Yes, 100%. I should have added a bit more suspense there, but yes.
Phew, okay.
Brilliant.
I said it to you before. It's always a worry when someone goes, I like the podcast, and I'm like, oh my god, wait, you've listened to other ones or not?
Yeah.
But I did a good job. I'll take it.
You've done a good job.
Well, with that being said, thank you all for listening. Thank you so much. This has been InsideMC. Thank you all for listening. Stay safe. Don't eat too much bread. Peaces.